Adventuring GM here. So I wanted to do an update on my Viserai. If I pronounce it wrong still, oh well. You might hear some purring. My cat is on my lap, so yeah. I'm so far having a lot of fun with this deck. I'm at the 1.2 version of it. I go over some of the progress, but I played with my mate in while we were away, and one of his criticisms, and also my criticism when he first started playing with it, is that the pitch value was just too heavy on the reds, or should I say, resources, or too heavy on the reds. So we made some choices. I had a look at things, and I updated them appropriately. So yeah, I can get into one of the things that I had done already. So I got rid of the sigil of solace, and I changed it for the sigil of suffering. I generally think this is just a better card for rune blades because you get to deal one damage, and if you've dealt one damage, you get a +1 to the defense. It's already coming out as a free defense, so you're actually getting more value. So I think this is just a no-brainer for switching it out for Solace. Then with the Drawn to the Dark Dimension, what I like about these cards and what I've noticed some of the other pros or people who are playing these decks, they like to have reduced costs because of the rune chance you control. I think this is very smart. So this is going to be reduced anyway. So, but I like the draw. So you get a nice little draw on top of this. So if you combine it with the Moravian Skies, it's really nice. I don't remember exactly what I substituted this for. I think it was Pummel. I was not happy with Pummel. It's a combat trick that I feel like it's just too circumstantial. It doesn't really do what I wanted it to do. I'd rather just have the damage and try to get other hits off. Then the Malefic Incantation. I think this works well in this deck at the moment. It gives me a bit more pitch to work with for other cards. It doesn't cost anything, and if I play an action card, I get to create a rune chant. So again, it's good to get those combos off and activate the ability of Viseria. So yeah. Furthermore, one of the other things I added become the Arc Knight. So I think this is a decent card again to get off those rune chant generations. But sometimes some of the combos in my hand is just not working out, so using it to replace those, it will help a lot. At the moment, I'm waiting for some games. Until then, I'll just talk a bit more about the deck. One thing I want to get rid of is unmovable. I don't know what to substitute it for, so if anyone has a good suggestion, I want some a bit more defense on there, but I just feel like it's expensive for what it does because yes, you can generate a little bit more value if you put it in Arsenal and pay for it with a blue, but the blues are just you know hard to come by at the moment. So yeah, I feel like it's just not right for the deck at the moment, but I can't think what to substitute it for. Um, Two notable actions or cards that I would like to replace is maybe not completely replace or just reduce the number of them in there is the Moravian Skies. I don't know which one would be the best to substitute out or keep. I like the card. I think it's a very cool activation to basically be able to give go again and generate rune chant tokens. It really needs to combo off. If you can get like one or this one red one off, you can really reduce the card costs in other places. So like with Rune Flash and then the Amplify the Arc Knight, it's kind of like I really like this reducing cost from the Rune Chant tokens. The other one is definitely Duet. I just feel like it's overcosted and I can never really get these two things off. Sometimes I can, and it feels good, but it's just costly in that sense. So again, I'm not too sure what I want to substitute it for. I've been looking at some of the pros decks and seeing what they've got in there, and I've noticed some things that could be substituted, but maybe some advice here. Again, one of them is the Shriloth Skull form. I like it actually a lot, but I think it doesn't need to have 6 copies. So it would be something that I would substitute it just to reduce the number. Vexing Malice is nice. I think this is a interesting combat trick to get the 2 damage. So yeah, I'm still waiting for a game. It's taking a little extra time, so yeah. Honestly, with the changes that I've made, I don't think the price of the deck has gone up as much as I suspected. Obviously, I'm not adding too many Majestics into this. Or I would like to, but in the end, I think that's just reasonable. I want to give this deck away, so if anyone does want it, it'll be very cool. Once I get it into a better point, I think when I spend a bit more time playing with it, then I'll buy the cards the ones that I do not have in my collection. So yeah, I mean, again, if you want this deck, please just comment and subscribe and like it. I'm more than willing to see this go because I think it's very cool and I really like the idea and I want to keep my promise. So yeah, I'm gonna play some more games, but that's just how the deck is at the moment. Let me know your thoughts comparatively towards what the previous one was and the updates that I've made. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'd love to hear from the people playing Rune Blades and how I can get better at playing them.